Jen York down to Trent Ball. Head coach Jim Harbaugh in his second year. Two great coordinators, Vic Fangio and
That's a good place for it.
With talent, certainly includes Colin Kaepernick. The 49ers won the Super Bowl. Heard the guys coming up.
I don't think it didn't end well with your bureau, but you caught Carol.
It's been like a long time.
Scheduled to be executed. I want to talk to you.
I will prove you a friend. You slept with my wife.
Drew Luck week 1, they paid Manning last week, and this time Tom Brady. Can they be patient, keep the ball inside, and they got to create turnovers on defense?
You heard Phil talk about the wind gust up there in New England, 40-mile-an-hour wind gust somewhere along the line. Who does that affect most? I think it may affect Joe Flacco. He likes to throw the ball down the field. Remember the last time these two teams met, Torrey Smith had a huge game, 6 catches, over 100 yards. And you know what? They went out and got Aqib Talib, specifically for a night like tonight to shut down Torrey Smith. A great matchup to watch during and seeing how this game unfolds.
If Aqib Talib is their best corner, he takes Torrey Smith. My question, who handled Anquan Bolden? He had 11 catches towards the 16 yards and a couple of touchdowns. When you look at the secondary bulls, they're not really spectacular. I know Aqib Talib has come in and shorted up a little bit, but who takes Anquan Bolden in that slot? He's clearly one of the better receivers, and I look for Anquan to have a big day today against the Patriots.
And if you look at the weather conditions, that's an issue. Who's going to be able to run the ball in this game is going to be a big help for them. All right, and by the way, a little later on, Dan has a very intriguing quarterback. Romance. And as we look, guys, we jump ahead here, folks. Super Bowl 47 on CBS. Who will it be? Baltimore or New England? They'll face the NFC champion, San Francisco 49ers. Boomer, let's take a look at that NFC game. Well, the Falcons get off to a great start there, throwing the ball down the field. Julio Jones and Roddy White winning their battles downfield just like this. 17-0. Atlanta goes on top. You're thinking, okay, they're going to rout the 49ers. This is a lot like last week. The 49ers found a way to get back into it. Colin Kaepernick was fantastic. Touchdown. Vernon Davis also had a big play. Gunter Robinson here makes a big play. Forced the fumble by Michael Crabtree. Atlanta gets the ball, but they do not move it very well. And then San Francisco gets great field position. There is the game-winning touchdown.
Core runs hard.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he tries to do the dirty bird. Here's the last the second to last offensive play right there to Roddy White. Goes incomplete. 49ers take it over. They end up punting one more play by Atlanta, 28-24. Jim Harbaugh is going to the Super Bowl.
JB, this is why Jim Harbaugh made the switch. We talked about Alex Smith, but Colin Kaepernick could make confetti fall down on you at the Super Bowl.
He got it done. Hey, folks, a reminder, there's still time to vote for the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time. Go to CBS.com/vote, and then we'll have Tyler. Absolutely. Hey, give her some credit, too. That'll keep coming your way Wednesday, January 30th. Right here. JB, give her a lot of credit. Hey, don't cut off. Go ahead. Jason Lockton-Orr with the latest on Joe Flacco's contract situation when we come back.
NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Southwest Airlines.
Corey, come over here.
Hang on.
That's how we get it done. Reach your place and shout it out.
It started with a phone call. She said, I haven't done my taxes for a few years. What's a few? She said, I think it's 8. She showed up with 4 file boxes of paperwork. Here, take my stuff and figure it out. I will do that for you. It's a mental challenge, it's a puzzle, but getting you the maximum refund, that's what I'm here for. Bring it on.
Excuse me, sir, I'm gonna have to ask
just get it powered down isn't working. I think your friends will understand.
No, it's actually my Geico app. See? I just paid my bill.
Did you really? From the phone?
Yeah, I can manage my policy, get roadside assistance, pretty much access Geico 24/7.
Sounds a little too good to be true, sir. I'll let that one take slide.
Okay, did she seriously just say that?
Geico. Just a click away with our free mobile app.
Bud Light, for the fans who do whatever it takes. Here we go.
Didn't look like much. Bunch of guys running around in power mud. So we introduced a few rules, just to keep them peace. Suddenly, we had a game in our hands. Then something more than a game. And so we swore to protect it. This thing we couldn't be without. So we'd have it forever. Learn how we're working towards a safer, more exciting NFL at NFLevolution.com.
NFL Today, Inside the Huddle, is delivered by Domino's.
And welcome back live to the NFL Today. Time now to go inside the huddle. I'm joined now by our NFL Today insider. That would be Jason Lockett. We're getting right to it. Hey, Jason, look, a sobering topic. The league has 8 new head coaches, 7 new general managers. None were filled by minorities. Any changes you expect to the rule?
Yeah, there will be changes, Jamie. I mean, there's movement afoot now to try to get more African Americans into offensive coordinator positions. If you look where these hires have come from, 8 of them, 7 on the offensive side of the ball. Of the 7 new coaches, 6 of those 7 on the offensive side of the ball. But there are not that many African American offensive coordinators right now. So there's a movement afoot in the diversity committee to expand the room to include offensive and defensive coordinators and any sort of assistant head coach position. And I can tell you that one African American coordinator on the offensive side of the ball, Jim Caldwell with the Ravens, we'll see today. He's already talked to John Harbaugh about retaining that position going into next year. They'll finalize that whenever the Ravens season ends, but he obviously will be their play caller moving forward.
A topic that merits a lot more discussion. Anyway, let's talk contract. Joe Flacco, what's the status of his?
They haven't talked since before the season, and he's going to get franchised now. It's very unlikely that they get a deal done between now and the middle of February when they'd have to franchise him. That guarantees him $14.5 million for next season. It also buys them about 5 months in the future to get a long-term deal done. If he gets to the Super Bowl and keeps playing this way, you could look for him to eventually be maybe in that $17 million a year category. I mean, again, if he gets to the Super Bowl, if he keeps playing this way, he's really clicked with Coach Caldwell calling the plays, so we'll see where that goes.
He rolled the dice this season so far.
Let's
move on up 95 north to Philadelphia, where Chip Kelly is now the head coach, former Oregon University coach. What about plans for Michael Vick?
Well, he met with Vick on Friday. He also met with Nick Foles, their rookie quarterback, and they had good meetings. He didn't give anyone any finality about where this is going, but I've talked to several people close to this process. Vick hasn't talked contract with them yet, but he's set to make $16.5 million. He won't take a haircut to stay, JP. I can tell you now. You talk $15 million a year? Yeah, maybe, but you start docking in millions. He'd rather go to the open market. Arizona could have some interest. Cleveland could have some interest, so I don't think he'll be back. Foles, though, is likely to be in the fold. Pat Shurmur, he's very close to finalizing a deal to become Kelly's offensive coordinator in Philadelphia. And one other note on coordinators and the like. Tom Moore worked with Peyton Manning for years in Indianapolis. He is on staff with Bruce Arians. Arians is going to announce that whole staff in Arizona. And Moore, who coach and Dan know very well, will be a part of it.
All right, saga continues in Philly. Stay tuned. All right, hey, it's always said that nobody knows a game like a quarterback. Coach disagrees with that, though. Break down both conference championships on NFL Monday QB tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, only on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. And we'll continue live from Studio 43 in just a moment as Baltimore's wide receiver Torrey Smith warms up for New England. He had 6 catches for 127 yards and 2 touches against Denver. More after this.
Up next for Career Day, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
That State Farm agent said she helps people. What do?
I play football.
That's not a job.
Well,
did you say my dad hundreds with the discount double check?
No, but I was MVP last year.
Mr. Hubble says trophies are for people with self-esteem issues.
Who's Mr. Hubble? That's Rod Hubble. No, it is not.
For savings, we're best in class.
This guy Dante!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Hello, friends. The Papa John's Super Bowl 47 coin toss experience is here. They're giving away millions of free pizzas.
So why stop now?
You're right, baby. Vote heads or tails. If you call it right, you win a free pizza. Did you put it up to this?
We may text every now and then.
Vote now and order at papajohns.com, where any large pizza is only $11. That's any large, even specialty, just $11. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
What if everyone in America wins?
That's a lot of free pizza.
I used to think my job was all about arrests, chasing bad guys. Now I see my work differently. We analyze crime data, spot patterns, and figure out where to send patrols. It's helped some U.S. cities cut serious crime by about 30%. By stopping it before it happens. Let's build a smarter planet.
Okay, here's the way the system works. Let's say you pay your guy around 2% to manage your money. That's not much, you think, except it's 2% every year. Does that make a difference? Search cost of financial advisors. Ouch! Over time, it really adds up. Then go to E-Trade and find out how much our advice costs. Spoiler alert, it's low. Really? Yes, really. E-Trade offers investment advice and guidance from dedicated professional financial consultants. It's guidance on your terms, not ours. That's how our system works. E-Trade. Less for us, more for you.
CBS tonight. Head to paradise with a new Hawaii 5-0.
Big thing.
We're going in now. When a team will come face to face with an criminals they put away. A special Hawaii 5-0.
That's assault. I'll let you press charges.
You do that. CBS tonight.
Spend the day with a special NBA doubleheader on TNT. The tenacious Tim Duncan leads the Spurs and the Philly. To face Drew Holiday and the Sixers. Then Kobe's explosive offense continues. He takes the Lake Show to the Chicago Bulls. Spurs Sixers, Lakers Bulls on TNT. Check your local listings.
It's not.
And CBS will be there. Take a look. Also would like to be there. Ray Rice. How valuable is he for the Ravens? As any Baltimore fan, they'll tell you for sure. No fumbles last week. That's always a good thing with a running back, for sure. But you know what? All-pro bench Wilbur Shannon. Your thoughts about the dump
Big
truck?
boy, right? You look like he had a Ray Rice-sized meal for breakfast. There's my TV. And the man who's a dump truck in the middle. Coming up shortly, the AFC Championship game between the Ravens and the Patriots. And I'm sure Jim and Phil will have a lot to add to that. Hey, a reminder, you can win a trip to Super Bowl 47 and Shannon's Place, the Bud Light Hotel in New Orleans. Log on to BudLightHotel.com to enter for your chance to win a legendary experience for a legendary game. What do you got to add, Shannon? JB got the penthouse suite at the Bud Light Hotel.
Yeah. Oh, they know that's true, all right. Welcome back as we continue live on the NFL today, and we want to thank you, our viewers, because this season, more people watch the NFL on CBS than any other network. All right, we asked our colleague Jim Rome, host of Rome, which airs weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network, to share his thoughts about the teams he expected to see play this championship Sunday.
I really thought the Green Bay Packers would be here, and apparently they did too, because they did not even bother preparing for Colin Kaepernick. That, or they were playing with just 8 guys against him. That was a discount double tap. And 2 weeks ago, I just knew the Broncos were going to be here, but I should have known better. Because while Peyton Manning is a first-ballot Hall of Famer, 8 times he has shown up in the playoffs and gone home after only 1 game. I will say it once again, if I have to win a big one, Peyton's not the man I'm going to give the ball to, Eli is. Oh, and speaking of my New York Giants, looking at reaching the NFC title game, I sat right here and I said they would win the Super Bowl. Well, I was right about one thing. They didn't lose any playoff games because they didn't play any. Thanks, Big Blue. You're no better than Gang Green. And make no mistake, the Ravens can punk the Patriots tonight because Joe Flacco is finally as good as he's been telling us he is. Ray still makes the most noise, but Flacco makes the most plays. The Ravens absolutely can win this game, but they won't. Because Tom Brady and Bill Belichick want their 4th rings as much as Ray Lewis wants his 2nd. Lose tonight, and their legacy is as much about the titles they've lost as the ones they've won. Remember when Tom Brady was 9-0 in the postseason? Neither do I, because he's 8-6 since then. He knows it, he hates it, and he'll be 9-6 after tonight. Brady is still the man. New England 30, Baltimore 20.
All right, Jim, and you can also listen to Jim Rome weekdays at noon Eastern on the brand new CBS Sports Radio. All right, so San Francisco moves ahead to the big game, Coach.
I think when you look at the clearest question in San Francisco, what about David Akers? When they were in the Dome today, they're going to a Dome in New Orleans. Do they move forward with David Akers, who missed a chip shot today? That is a big question, I think, in the upcoming week.
And the other thing, Colin Kaepernick, he's running around in a playoff game against Green Bay. He didn't really run around in this game. He beat the Atlanta Falcons from the pocket throwing the football.
And he can do it both ways, no question about it. All right, just ahead on the NFL today, Dan sits down with Tom Brady, who says the great players get mellow with age. It is a love fest.
This has been 12 years since your first Super Bowl win. How have you changed, as a person and a quarterback since then?
I think I'm probably more ornery now.
Are you a business traveler who can withstand the perils of air travel? Can you survive change fees? Blackout days? Boarding in moms? Are you actually, in a weird way, trying to enjoy the food service? Then you might have what it takes to keep flying your airline. If you don't, then start playing the airline game by their rules. Come on over to Southwest, the one airline that changed the game for the whole industry.
McDonald's dollar menu just keeps getting better. Introducing the all-new mouth-watering grilled onion cheddar burger, topped with melty white cheddar and caramelized onions. Plus all your tasty favorites for just $1 each. Every day, as always, there's a lot to love for little on McDonald's dollar menu.
Always are my picket.
Using robotics and mobile technology, Verizon innovators have made it possible for teachers to teach. And for a kid to feel like a kid again. Because the world's biggest challenges deserve even bigger solutions. Powerful answers. Verizon.
Here we go. Tomorrow, it's a night of singing, dancing, and daddy issues.
So sexy.
A new How I Met Your Mother, CBS tomorrow.
The NFL Today is sponsored by Verizon. Powerful answer. The Bud Light Sports Fan app. Download the app today. And by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, into a better state.
Ray Lewis is what could be his final huddle. Let's give him this. Yeah, Shannon, why wouldn't he do that with Ray? He said he would be too tired. Hey, welcome back to the NFL. For the 7th time in 12 years, Tom Brady has the Patriots one win away from the big one. Danny.
Yes, and Tom Brady continues to set postseason records, and amazing thing is he hasn't been to a Super Bowl in 8 years.
Tom, this is your 7th championship game. You grew up watching Joe Montana and you passed his postseason wins record. I mean, do you ever reflect on, where your place is in NFL history?
I think those are I think cool things maybe to look back on, but I never been like a big comparison person because I think it's unfair to everybody. Look, there's a lot of great players. I mean, I have so much respect for all the guys that are playing, all the great quarterbacks in the NFL today. For our team to be able to accomplish what it's accomplished, that's, a credit to every single guy in this team.
I look at the team you have now, and it seems to me this is probably the most talented team you may have ever had.
I think there's been more depth on this team offensively than we've had at the tight end position, the running back position, the receiver position. We've been able to withstand a lot of injuries, over the course of the season. We lost Gronk last week, which, he was a great player, but, we played games without him, so we're going to be tested by, what I feel is one of the best teams that, we faced all season.
The Ravens defense last 2 weeks been very emotional for them. Ray Lewis, who's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. What is it about this guy and the emotion he brings to the table?
Well, he's athletic. He's still so athletic for a guy that's, in 17 years. Pretty impressive. His instincts, are everything. It's like, you're not going to fool Ray Lewis. He's seen everything. You got to, force him to, make tough decisions, get guys on him, and, make him make plays. But you just can't, think that you're going to trick him all day, because you're not going to do it.
This has been 12 years since your first Super Bowl win. How have you changed, as a person and a quarterback since then?
I think I'm probably more ornery now. I'm more, a little less patient. Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys. Too many mistakes. Hey, we gotta be perfect, all right?
I think we have really high expectations. So what you want to see is improvement every day in practice, every game. It's like you just want to get better and better and better. And when you feel like you regress, you get really frustrated. And I think that frustration comes out much quicker than it used to, because you realize we can be so much better. I wish I was more patient, but
patience is overrated.
I know it is overrated. I know, I'm far less patient.
You and Coach Belichick have been together for 13 years now, right? Does he ever smile or tell you a joke? Because he seems like he's miserable all the time.
No, he's pretty miserable all the time, so he's harmless, and I think you hate that it's always that way, but at the end of the year, when you won a bunch of games, you go, man, I'm glad he was harmless, because he got the best out of him.
Sunday, you're going to have a chance to go to your 6th Super Bowl. What's going to be going through your mind when you run out through that tunnel and all the fans are going crazy?
Coach said earlier in the week, said, if you love football, Sunday at 6:30 is going to be the right place to be right here in Foxborough. So we played them once this year. It came down to the end. We've had a bunch of games that can't come down to either the last player or the last possession. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again.
Well, guys, you think about it, I said it's been 8 years since he's won a Super Bowl. But the amazing thing, though, about it is Vince Wilfork and Tom Brady are the only two guys that have won a Super Bowl that's on this roster, and it's how they rebuild this team. It's very impressive what Belichick has done, and Tom Brady, the one constant has been Tom Brady, and he makes the young guys around him better. He makes everybody on that team better.
I think when you look at this game, it's a game to me that it's the offense. I think when you look at the New England Patriots, they have to be patient. They need to stay upbeat, because that's the thing to me, and they have to be able to run the ball. Last week, no Shawn Marino went out, and they lost the running game in Denver. This week, they've got Vereen and Ridley. They need to stay in and stay patient on offense and run trade.
And before we get to the rest of you guys in terms of your picks, joining us now for the 4th year in a row as investing genius, the E-Trade, baby. Now, instead of making a prediction, I hear that you have something else up your sleeve.
Thanks, JB. I figured since it's the end of the season, I would throw together like a highlight reel of some of my previous picks. I know everyone likes New England in this one, but I trust their D about as much as I trust in Barber with a mullet. New York's D is going to run all over their offense, like the Bulls of Pamplona.
TJ, you want a shirt?
New York's D is going to shut down. Well, that proves one thing. You guys stick to football analysis, and I'll stick to investing.
E-Trade, baby,
Neither is your head, so what's the big difference? Hey, stop
but I was the guy say Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback that's ever played in the NFL. I don't care what anybody says. His record speaks to that. He's going to add to that record, and I think he's a tremendous football player. He's everything that Coach Belichick needed. Now, saying all of that, if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I come into this game with great confidence. I know that I can go up to Gillette. I know that I can beat the Patriots. I've already done it. We beat them already this year. Joe Flacco's playing the best football of his young career. Saying all of that, I still think that there's too much offense for Baltimore to handle, and I think that the Patriots going to win this game, somewhere around 35 to 24.
I agree with you. I thought I would never say this season, but I believe Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback. You look at what he's playing with, there's a possibility he might not play with one other offensive player that's going to the Hall of Fame, and that's Randy Moss. None of these guys on defense. But when you look at them at home, to go in there and to beat this team at home in December and January, it's almost impossible. I think it's going to be a close game, though. I think it's 27-24, but I'm going to take the Patriots to win.
And I would just say one thing, Bill Belichick, the way he's continued to bring youth into that maturity and these veterans, he's been a master doing that. I think, again, the biggest thing is for New England is play, not give up the big play. Flacco has to stay aggressive. The ball down the field. I think for Bill Belichick's defense, stay patient and make them beat you on the football.
And it's important for Bill Belichick and defensively to get pressure on Joe Flacco. If they don't get pressure on him, move him off his spot, he's going to have to be patient, throw the ball underneath. And the other thing is Belichick and Tom Brady has never lost twice to the team in the same year. So I'm looking for New England to win this game home.
How does Belichick get that team to play every single championship game among the Ravens and the Pats?
A tradition unlike any other.
Watson is wearing a green jacket, and this time his name is Bubba.
The Masters on CBS.
Criminal Minds, Wednesday night 8 Central, only CBS.
Stopping government waste on CBS 21 News.
All right, here it is straight up. Ford F-Series is the #1 brand of trucks in the tier-free industry. Construction, farming, forestry, mining, heavy hauling, you name it, they own it. So it shouldn't come as a big shock that F-Series is also the best-selling brand of trucks for 36 years in a row. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, own it, baby.
Get an F-150 STX 4x4 for just $28,642, plus receive $500 bonus cash during the auto show, or lease for only $229 a month.
Nope. I mean, I don't know. You know, take him back to Walmart.
In a better not world, a why not place. Call your own steak at Fridays. Your cut, your topper, your sides, your night. In here, it's always Friday.
The Eastern Sports and Outdoor Show. More new products. More brand names. This is the Sportsman Show. The Eastern Sports and Outdoor Show is the largest hunting and fishing show in North America, with new expert guests and over 1,200 exhibitors. And pass on the great tradition with more fun family activities. See it all February 2nd to the 10th in Harrisburg. Learn more and get discounted tickets at easternsportshow.com. They spend your money at an alarming rate.
We're keeping an eye on your tax dollar and watching for waste.
Now, CBS 21 News is keeping the government in check, finding out where your money is being wasted.
The number of people caught abusing the welfare system.
We're digging deeper, telling you who's accountable on the local, state, and national levels.
We're not going to stop until we get you answers.
CBS 21 News Waste Watch, fighting for you every day.
That's the first ever thing you got to each other today. So let's go out of your gym, man. Get it going, huh? Get everything going. Start making some plays out here. Fires end zone. The season on the line. He missed it.
Same time. Same place. But this is no same old, same old.
Tell it again.
For legends cast in the same mold, the goal remains the same. Leave everything on the field to journey's end. It's time to get everyone on the same page, operating on the same wavelength. The Ravens looking for a different result in the same spot. The Patriots hoping their song remains the same. Both with the same shot at immortality, just one step away.
San Francisco in 2 weeks' time in Super Bowl 47. And now
stadium. It's the Ravens and the Patriots playing for the Lamar Hunt Trophy and the AFC Championship, meeting for the second consecutive year. And hello, friends, Jim Nance along with Bill Sims, fever pitcher, of course. And we got to talk about these two coaches. You got Harbaugh, a possible Harbaugh matchup down in New Orleans. How about the job that John has done with this Ravens bunch?
Well, he's done a terrific job this year, there's no doubt about it. But he talked about his football team to us last night. He says, we are a determined football team. We are mature. We are not nervous because we're in this AFC Championship game. We are ready to win. 3 championship games in 5 years. The big reason why is because of John Harbaugh.
And then, of course, Coach Belichick trying to become the first coach to take one franchise 6 times to a Super Bowl. No coach has ever done it 6 times with one team.
Well, I'm going to just say what I said in the pregame show. It's about pressure. He pressures his players every day in the classroom and on the field to perform. Tom Brady told us on Friday, he says, when I come off the field every afternoon, I'm mentally exhausted for what they do to us. That's why they've been in so many championship games and won those Super Bowls.
All right, Bill, working the sidelines with us tonight, Steve Tasker and Solomon Wilcox. We begin with Solomon.
Yeah, guys, having already played Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning, Ray Lewis believes his defense is much better prepared to take on Tom Brady and his no-huddle offense. He believes he and Ed Reed have to be like coaches on the field, getting everyone lined up so Tom Brady doesn't have any free plays. They believe that will be the ultimate chess match in this game tonight. Now say hello to our colleague, Steve Tasker.
When we spoke to the Patriots on Friday, Bill Belichick told us that during the first half of the season, the Patriots gave up too many deep pass plays. So since then, and particularly this week, they've spent a lot of time in practice defending the deep ball. Quarterback Aqib Talib told us Joe Flacco's got the strongest arm in the National Football League, and they're very concerned about a repeat of the type of miracle play that sent that game last week into overtime in Denver. Patriots very concerned about Joe Flacco's ability or inability to throw the deep ball. They get a break today, though. The wind is really whipping here on the field and could be a factor in Flacco's ability to throw accurately down the field. That's it from the field. Now we'll go back up to the booth and Jim Nance.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please rise for our national anthem. Performing tonight is the award-winning country music group Gloriana.
Once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rocking
Tonight's game, big broadcast in Spanish, were available using the SAP button on your television. Kickoff is coming up on CBS.
Using cloud computing and mobile technology, Verizon innovators have developed a projected display for firefighters, allowing them to see through anything. Because the world's biggest challenges
deserve even bigger solutions. Powerful answers. Verizon. You never told me AutoTrader.com had new cars. I'd love 2013. These are sweet. What kind of deal can I get? Okay, so special offers. Now compare brand new cars from local dealers and special offers. That one. So you can find the one new car your head and heart can agree on. AutoTrader.com, the ultimate automotive place.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Thank you, sir.
Fires up the field. And New England will be receiving the kick. Ravens, Patriots. AFC Championship game. Baltimore actually won the toss and deferred, as they do every time they win the toss. If you heard from Steve, the weather is going to be a factor, specifically the wind gusts.
Well, it's going to affect the throwers and catchers, no doubt, and the kicking game. But the big thing is, it can change what the coaches do, how they manage the game, and whether to go for a long field goal or not.
Of course, you've got two of the strongest armed quarterbacks in the game here. And already the ball's come off the tee for the rookie kicker, Tucker. Booted them past Denver last week. He's had 3 game-winning kicks in a remarkable rookie season. Young man out of the University of Texas. One of the wins, in fact, was back September 23rd when he hit the winner with no time left against New England. 31-30 Baltimore victory. McCourty back deep along with Slater. They got 2 deep. For the AFC Championship.
Touchdown, Patriots!
Almost into the stands. That was downwind, so Brady goes into the wind against his Baltimore bunch. Again, now his 7th appearance ever in the AFC Championship game, trying to become the first quarterback to ever start in 6 Super Bowls. And he can get past Baltimore today. Here's his line. The 2 young tackles sold on that website. Should see a lot of subs today. And Hernandez will be the tight end with plenty of action. You have to think Gronkowski, of course, re-injuring the forearm last week, breaking it again, and done for the season. Welker shakes out of the backfield. Ridley gets the start and the first handle. And he hops up in for about 5. Kruger slams him down as well as Nata. Now this Baltimore defense, it's certainly gotten stronger here come playoff time. There's Nata as the Patriots hurry to the line. Lewis and Suggs both battling injuries to get back onto the field come playoff time. Suggs joined mid-season. Brady on 2nd down. Finds Hernandez for the first. And a pickup of 10 running away from LMB.
You heard Solomon Wilcox talk about it early in the pregame, that the hurry-up offense, can you line your defense up, get in position, and recognize the formation?
1st and 10 again. There's going to running play for Ridley, and they get the 40. So Brady and the Patriots showing that no huddle early, something Baltimore felt very comfortable with going into this game.
Everybody feels comfortable with the gym, but when you see it in person, the speed of it, you just can't duplicate it in practice. But the Ravens don't do a lot on defense. They can just stand there and wait. Ray Lewis should be able to get it in the right field.
2nd and 7, double tight end. Not only Hernandez, but Bobo, but now with Dewey. We'll see more action as the Gronkowski for the year. 2nd and 7 running way back to Ridley. Ridley is caught by the back by Ellerby. Ran behind Bobo, and Dewey picks up 5.
You know, Jim, one of the big differences when you see this hurry-up offense against so many defenses, the players are always looking to the sideline. Coach, what should we call? That should not be a problem, like I said, for the Ravens, because Ray Lewis can make the call, and so can Henry.
Patriots in a 3rd down situation here. 3rd and 2. Brady, good throw. Goes down the field to Walker, stretched it out, good play again. He dropped it. He got past Corey Graham, he had a step on Graham.
Sure did. Tom Brady was looking to throw this football short to the crosser, Hernandez. He's covered. Great protection. Good job of stepping up. And you see all the way across the field against Corey Graham. So Corey Graham was expecting the football to be thrown quick. It's not. Wes Welker runs through the coverage, but the wind made the football just off the target.
Look at Ryan Mallett, number 15, as the up back. This is not the usual lineup here, and they shift in. In fact, Mallett, the backup quarterback, comes under center. It's usually Patrick Chung in on that punt team, and this forces the Ravens to call a timeout. So, Mallett forcing the Ravens to call time.
Are you a business traveler who can withstand the perils of air travel? Can you survive change fees? Blackout dates? Loading your moms? Do you actually, in a weird way, kind of enjoy rude service? Then you might have what it takes to keep flying your airline. If you don't, then stop playing the airline game by their rules. Come on over to Southwest, the one airline that changed the game for the whole industry.
Companies used to view us as demographics because they couldn't see what made people different. Today, retailers from the US to Japan are using analytics to find insight in social chatter, reviews, and sales transactions, helping some companies increase online revenue up to 50% by offering customers an experience as unique as they are. That's what I'm working on. I'm an IBMer. Let's build a smarter planet.
In the nation, we don't do things halfway. Add brand new belongings from Nationwide Insurance, and we won't just give you partial value if things in your home are stolen or destroyed. We'll replace your favorite things with brand new versions. We put members first. We don't have shareholders. Join the nation, that's as good as new.
Nationwide is on your side.
CBS presents the greatest musical event on the planet. The Grammy Awards with Rihanna, Bond, Mumford & Sons, Taylor Swift, and Carrie Underwood. Be here for music's biggest night, the Grammy Awards, February 10th, only CBS. And the Patriots are back in traditional punt formation, and Chung is the up back there, Zoltan Mesko. They have not run a successful fake punt for the Patriots since 1999. Mesko had a big game last week against Houston. Left blue clear. Drives back to Kobe Jones, who makes the fair catch on the 13, 25-yard punt.
Well, Jim, let's go back to that fourth down. Ryan Mallett, the backup quarterback, number 15, comes into the game, and he catches the Ravens by surprise. Would they run a play in this situation? I don't think so. It was a little too far to run an off tackle, but they got to see how the Ravens lined up in case they do want to run something like that later in the game. But more importantly, if nothing else, they got the Ravens to use a timeout.
So that Ravens defense allows one first down and then forces the punt. And now Flacco and the Baltimore offense with Ray Rice taking off the right side for a couple into the arms of Brandon Spikes. Flacco had a huge game here in the title game last year, over 300 and a couple of touchdowns. Then threw for 382 back in September against New England, and 3 more scores. Matt Burke, the 15-year man out of Harvard, the center. Possible retirement at the end of this year for the long-time big contributor. And Smith had 2 touchdowns against New England in that Week 3 matchup. Second and 8 as Rice again. And once more, Spikes has a tackle. Give him 3 more, 3rd and 5 on the way.
A lot of stories to look at in this game. One, the offensive line for the Ravens. They changed it up for the first playoff game 2 weeks ago against the Colts, and they played very well the last 2 weeks.
That's worked really well with McKinney at left tackle, shifting Orr over to the right side and assimilate to left guard. Of course, Yonda is one of the better guards in pro football, number 73. 3rd and 4. And Flacco throws it over and ran too much, but was going to be defended anyway. Dinner Tries to make the appeal for a backwards pass, no chance.
Defense is aggressive. They're going to challenge these wide receivers. Even if it's completed, there's nowhere to go. But that just shows you something. Even on little swing passes, because of the breeze, you got to be sharp and crisp. You can't lob the football.
Sam Cook had to punt. And both his regular season gross and net average career best. 47 yards of punt, didn't catch this one. Downwind. It's the generous hop. The flag is out. It's past David Reed. That's also landed. And then Reed comes back to knock him down to 44. Bill Levy is today's referee on some 51-yard punts. So Albert McClellan and Tracy White disagreeing over matters.
During the return, holding, number 25 receiving team, penalties decline. Holding, number 31 of the receiving team, that penalty will be accepted. 10 yards from the end of the kick. First half, timeout.
From Jung and to leave. Flag for holding. And each team's had one possession.
Something mysterious is coming. See it on February 3rd.
I've been around for a long, long year.
So, if you have a flat tyre, dead battery, need a tow or lock your keys in the car, Gulf's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I've got a flat tyre. Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it.
Someone help me! I have a flat tire!
Well, good for me, what do you think?
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Something sinister is coming. See it on February 3rd.
I've been around for a long, long year.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. And by TD Ameritrade.
With a holding penalty on the special teams, New England sets it back to the 21 for their second series. Fake to Ridley this time, and the pass to Lloyd makes a nice diving catch at the 29 and gains 8. Lloyd, who had 9 catches in the first matchup with Baltimore, was over 100 yards.
Brandon Lloyd really plays, I think, a tough position on this football team with the tight ends and Wes Welker. Where do you fit into the passing game? It's good to get him involved early.
3 tight ends. Ridley tripped up and falls near the first. That'll be enough, in fact, to move the chains.
When you talk about this Baltimore defense, just a couple of things. Like I said, they don't move around a lot like some teams do against the New England Patriots. They're not going to chase a tight end outside or a running back. They stand there a lot of times, but they want to make Tom Brady throw the football down the field and outside. Try to take away all those passes over the middle.
4 wides on first down, and Brady fires it to Hurst. He's able to wiggle past Pollard and pick up another 8. Now, last week, New England opened the game with Danny Woodhead. He got injured early, and here's Hernandez.
Well, it's good coverage. Another pass to the inside. It's always a good theory that you're going to stop it, but they're so good, and so many things can go wrong. I played quarterback in the NFL. We throw short passes over the middle. Defensive linemen can tip it. Defenders can miss it. And if you're just off target, it gets kicked up in the air and it can be intercepted. The Patriots have mastered it.
2nd and 2. Back to the other side, and Walker trying to come back for it. Don't miss CBS Sports online streaming of the Super Bowl with never-before-seen camera angles and immediate access to all of the commercials. Get it all. CBSSports.com/Super Bowl.
Well, there was that guy, Jim, as you say his name a lot for the Ravens, Paul Kruger. He stopped the screen play to the outside to Wes Welker. They had it set up pretty well, but pressure on Tom Brady ruined it.
Now Woodhead comes in on 3rd and 2. Second time now, they face 3rd and 2 from virtually the same point of the field. But what the dog for it is Lloyd. He was blocked by Ed Reed, but able to wrap it up for 14 yards and a first.
Watch the receivers cross it in the middle. They're both covered well, so Tom Brady knows if you cover the crossers, the in cut behind, a very staple of their offense. They run that all the time, and an excellent throw by Tom Brady.
Hernandez in the backfield, as is Woodhead. Down the sideline, that's covered. That was Kerry Williams. Staying right with him.
Well, it's a good job. When you see Aaron Hernandez in the backfield, you know he's not back there to be Tom Brady's personal protector. So you always, when they put Wes Welker, any of those guys in the backfield, look out. They took away the short plays. Danielle Ellerby, who was, along with Ray Lewis, they were spectacular last week against the Denver Broncos.
2nd and 10. Good pass back to Hernandez. Able to slip through the first tackle. We get clear and double first.
Well, when you get skilled players, get them out in space, you get them going, you send Wes Welker in motion, the defense doesn't react quick enough, and how about a job by Aaron Hernandez? And that's what it takes to be a good screen thrower in the NFL quarterback. You got to be able to change the angles on your arm. Tom Brady can do it pretty well.
And Shaquille Brown had a play on him right away, but Hernandez got right past him. Gain 11. First down from the 37. We'll pick up just a yard out of that. Suggs credited with that tackle.
Well, you know, Jim, the defense, I mean, the Patriots offense, they make you think so much. And that's the big problem. They're going to beat you physically. They're going to try to beat you mentally, too.
Didn't take long to get to this snap. 2nd and 9. Hundredly benefit by the Hurrian. Down to the 20 with Brandon Lloyd and 16 more.
Nice play action fake. They love to run the football in the hurry-ups. And now you know the defense you see, you're going to get one-on-one coverage outside.
I know he's not.
Into the arms of Kruger, give him 2. Really had a big second half against the Houston Texans last week, but really he was the 3rd back into that game after Shane Marino had a monster game with 3 touchdowns. They haven't seen Marino to this point.